AI is going to replace a specific type of worker and a specific type of entrepreneur. Not everyone is equally at risk. And today we're going to go over the cheat code to make sure that the person at risk isn't you. The ability to learn faster than your competitor may be the only sustainable competitive advantage. The people who master using these AI tools are going to persevere over the ones that don't. So it's not that any one particular job is going to become redundant, it's just that the people that learn how to use these AI tools and use them to make their job and their business better, they're going to win out over the people that don't, regardless of what the particular job is, what the role is, or what the company does. Now, the problem with this is that traditional schooling, particularly in the US, does not teach students how to learn. And that may sound kind of strange because you're like,
well, what did I do for 12 years?
When you really look into it, what they're teaching is a lot of memorization, how to do specific tasks, how to perform well on tests. And this kind of style of education is a system that is preparing you to go into a workforce that was really optimized for like the 1900s, jobs that you probably aren't aspiring to. This is really not helpful when you have to learn a skill for a technology that really didn't exist in this form 5 years ago. So how do you teach yourself how to learn and ensure that you are on the winning side of the human versus technology equation? This is where the KAVA method comes in. This method helps you cultivate these 4 attributes to keep your brain absorbent and spongy and in learning mode. So we're going to go through each of these. It will be brief and it will be out of order. What's great about this method is that it doesn't just apply to AI, it applies to learning any kind of new technology, new skill, new innovation that the world throws at us. Like, who even knows what's coming next? Also, welcome to today's office. It's raining a little bit, but that's okay. So first is ambition. This was originally titled aspiration, but I feel like ambition is a better label. And in this context, ambition refers to the desire to learn something new to achieve a specific outcome. Now, being ambitious, especially in a corporate kind of 9-to-5 world, and especially if you're a woman, is often not considered a positive attribute. I was actually denied a promotion because the manager said I was too ambitious, which is just all kinds of ridiculousness and a story for another day. If you're sitting there thinking, wait, no, hold up. I'm plenty ambitious. I got ambition to burn. Think about the last time Instagram had an update or Outlook had an update or Gmail had an update and the interface completely changed and you had to relearn how to use a piece of software that you have been using for years and you were just like, oh, I just want it to go back the way it was, right? So that's what we're talking about when we say ambition. And this is what trips people up. A lot of people over time, once they leave school, just start to have declining ambition to learn something new. So how do you counterbalance this? Well, it's just with a mental reframe. When you find yourself thinking,
I don't want to learn this new thing, I don't want to know.
Instead, think about how would my future be better, or how would it be advantageous for me to learn this new skill, to learn this new technology, to learn this new way of doing things, and focus on that instead of how difficult it's going to be to learn the thing. Next, we're going to cover the other A, which is awareness. Now, in this context, awareness refers to self-awareness of your own abilities. According to this Harvard study, which I think was a meta-analysis of many other studies, so this data is fairly robust, 95% of people overestimate their abilities. They lack self-awareness of their own capabilities and their own skills. They believe that they have nothing to improve upon. Now, in reality, most skills, most abilities fall on a bell curve, and odds are you are going to fall within the 50% standard deviation. You are going to be average. So at least 50% of people aren't accurately reporting their abilities. And you can use this to your advantage. You can get ahead of 95% of people simply by checking yourself and trying to objectively evaluate your own skill level, your own capabilities, rather than just assuming that you're, the and you've got nothing to improve upon. The way you do this is you look for evidence, you look for objective measures, ask a friend or someone who is going to give you a more objective answer. Hey, how am I at this thing? What can I improve upon? Look for as many data points as you can before coming to a conclusion about your abilities. Curiosity. And in this context, curiosity means thinking about something until you understand it, or trying to do something until you know how to do it. Curiosity is not aimlessly asking why over and over again. It's a little more complex than that. Pause for plane. I actually think curiosity is more like a drive than anything else. It's like your desire for food or water. And the thing is, we're all born with it. Kids have curiosity in droves to the point that it is infuriating and really annoying sometimes. But over time, we kind of lose that, or a lot of people lose that, and we aren't encouraged to be curious anymore. So with curiosity, you have to remember we're all born with it. So it's not necessarily about learning this new skill or cultivating this attribute, it's about remembering it. It's already in there. You just got to wake it up. The way you can do this is by refining your self-talk narrative or your inner dialogue. When you find yourself getting disengaged or spacing out or bored, start asking yourself, or maybe even ask out loud, why are things done this way? Is there a better way of doing this thing? Can you tell me more about X, Y, and Z? Is there more to know or understand? Encouraging curiosity in yourself is really just about catching this internal narrative and turning it around. Next, we have vulnerability. In this context, vulnerability refers to the willingness to be a beginner again, the willingness to be cringe. A lot of people find it excruciating to be not good at something, but here's the thing, calling yourself a beginner has no time limits. Social media has been around for like 15 years, and I meet people all the time who are like, I'm a beginner at social media, I am learning it, I am trying it out. It is not new. It is totally okay to ask the dumb questions, to be publicly not good at something, because here's the thing, someone who is better at a given skill or is more adept at using a particular technology, whether that is AI or Canva, that person is never, ever, ever going to criticize or put down someone who is trying to learn that thing. The people that do that kind of stuff are the people that are too scared to try themselves. The ability to acquire new skills, whether that is AI prompt engineering or how to use quantum computing or whatever is going to come next, is the only skill that can keep you from becoming irrelevant. So practice Kava every day and check out this video if you want to see some future-proof business ideas.